WrestleMania 35. This is probably going to be a long video, so there's no real need for an intro. I don't want to waste my time on that, so let's just get started. Bobby Lashley versus Finn Balor for the Intercontinental Championship. How many times have we seen this match already? Like, I think within a span of 3 months, we have seen this match at least 100 times. Like, all the Raws, all the pay-per-views, and like how many like, and it's like we're just getting Finn Balor, Brock Lashley 1-1. I mean, that's a lot of times in its own, but the variation of the match, it'll be Bobby Lashley versus Finn Balor. Oh, Finn Balor versus Bobby Lashley and Leo Rush in a handicap match. Oh, Leo Rush versus Finn Balor, or a tag team match. With Finn Balor and another guy versus Bobby Lashley and Leo Rush. Like, we've seen it too much, and now we're seeing it again at WrestleMania. Why? There's no need for it. After a while, I get tired of it, man. It's like, I mean, right now, I don't care for either one. I remember back when people thought that Bobby Lashley was going to be the Universal Champion. Those are fun times, I guess. Finn Balor, I don't care for him, and now he's going to be the Demon Finn Balor. That does nothing for me. Finn Balor's I find him a bit boring at times, but I think that he's going to win the title just to give him a WrestleMania moment. So Finn Balor wins the Intercontinental Championship. Next, Roman Reigns versus Drew McIntyre. Reigns believe this is his first singles match since coming back from leukemia. Drew McIntyre's entire goal is to take down the entire Shield. He's already done it. He's beaten Dean Ambrose. He's beaten Seth Rollins. Roman Reigns is the last guy left. I think Roman wins. I feel as much as this, can really help out Drew McIntyre, you want to give Roman Reigns the moment, coming back from cancer and all that. You want to let him have the moment. But I could see them, having Drew McIntyre win. Next, in a match that I believe, could end up on the pre-show, and I'm surprised to even see it listed as a main, card act, the Revival versus Hawkins and Ryder. I didn't know this was even a match. Like, when did this happen? They just decided, let's throw them. Like, how is this not on the pre-show? Like, there's 16 matches, if you count the pre-show matches. That is a lot of matches for WrestleMania. That is way too many. And right here is a perfect example of a match that we really, really do not need. The Ryder versus Hawkins, and I could see the Hawkins and Ryder winning the titles here just to finally end the Hawkins streak of losing. Give him his WrestleMania moment. You can have a graphic that says 200 and something losses and one, right? He finally beats the streak, like you would do for the Undertaker. So on some, just because Hawkins and Ryder are going to win the tag titles. Next, the Usos versus Ricochet and Aleister Black versus The Bar versus Rusev and Nakamura for the SmackDown Tag Team titles. I don't really care for Nakamura or Rusev. I don't really care for Ricochet and Aleister Black. The Bar is all right. You couldn't pick one of these teams. Why did it have to be all these teams? Why couldn't we just have a regular tag team match? Usos retain. Next, Samoa Joe versus Rey Mysterio for the United States Championship. Samoa Joe, Rey Mysterio suffered an injury against Baron Corbin, but I guess he's fine and he's gonna compete. Or was that maybe in kayfabe? I don't know. So that they would, because I guess maybe they canceled the Rey Mysterio Kurt Angle match. I don't know. I saw some. Maybe shouldn't have paid much attention to it. Who knows? I got Rey Mysterio. No, I have Samoa Joe winning. He just got the title. I don't think they'll take it off him. I mean, even if Rey Mysterio wins, he'd be a Grand Slam champion. And give him that moment, but I guess it's not going to happen. Samoa Joe. Sasha Banks, Bayley versus Beth Phoenix, Natalia, the Iconics, Nia Jax, Tamina. You could have just done Sasha and Bayley versus Beth Phoenix and Natalia. There was no need for Nia and Tamina to be inserted into this. They do not deserve to be anywhere near the tag titles. I don't care for Nia Jax or Tamina. The Iconics are really annoying. So I'm gonna have Sasha and Bayley retain. Kurt Angle versus Baron Corbin, and what is Kurt Angle's last match. There was a lot of uproar over Baron Corbin being the final opponent. I don't get it, but it doesn't make a lot of sense. They were really hyping it up just for it to be Baron Corbin. That was very anticlimactic. Kurt Angle wins. I think it's a squash. AJ Styles versus Randy Orton. This match, I kind of forget it happens every once in a while when I'm ever, listing matches off for WrestleMania. I forget. I'm going to go with AJ Styles to beat Randy Orton just because I haven't put much thought because I keep forgetting about the match. Shane McMahon versus The Miz in a Falls Count Anywhere. It's weird seeing Miz as the babyface. I'm so used to seeing him as the heel that when he is now that he is the face, it's just weird. I mean, The Miz is gonna win this match. There's no need for Shane to win. He's probably just gonna jump off. I don't know something. Maybe he's gonna jump off the top of the MetLife Stadium. I don't know. Maybe the top of the stage or something. I got The Miz winning. Next, Triple H versus Batista. If Triple H loses, he must retire. I think Batista wins. I don't think you would have him come back in and face Triple H. I think this is Triple H's last match. I don't think you have him come back just for him to lose. There's been a lot of fun moments with Batista in this feud with the "Gimme What I Want" little meme that's become. Next, Brock Lesnar versus Seth Rollins Universal Title match. I have Seth winning. I don't see Brock retaining the title, but then I probably said that last year. So, but this is probably out of all the what you would consider main matches, like more main event type stuff. This is probably one of the worst. This is the worst booked one out of the main title matches. Is Seth versus Brock. So I have Seth winning. Kofi Kingston versus Daniel Bryan for the WWE title. At first, I was like, "There's no way Kofi wins the title, right?" I know they're starting this feud. I was like, I didn't think Kofi was actually gonna ever, be world champion. Kofi Kingston winning the world champion only happens like in a video game, when you're playing universe mode and you sim too far ahead on accident, and then all of a sudden Kofi Kingston's your world champion. How does that happen? Yeah, I have Kofi Kingston winning. And the main event, the first ever women's main event, Ronda Rousey versus Becky Lynch versus Charlotte for both women's titles. They've done a decent job with this field. They've had some cold spots, but for the most part, they've really been able to keep this feud interesting for a decent period of time. I have Becky Lynch winning. I don't believe she is the hottest of the three in terms of fan reaction. I mean, she does get the reaction, but I mean, I'm not sure if WWE is going to be able to sustain it once you give them the title. They've done a better job with Ronda, but I believe that she is allegedly leaving and taking a leave of absence. Charlotte still gets good heel heat. I got Becky winning at WrestleMania, and these are my WrestleMania 35 predictions. And yeah, WrestleMania 35. Hope it's good.